Yo, good day, and welcome to another episode of the RotaFest Detail Bookie CRM podcast. We're excited for another episode designed to help you grow your business, bring amazing people to you to talk about things that they're doing, things that they offer. As you can see, I am in the office. Rod is remote.
I am not in the office. I am in the bedroom.
It actually looks like you're in a bathroom.
I'm not. This is my bedroom. This is literally the bedroom. There you go. There it is. Just rolled out, got in. That's all. Just rolled right out of bed.
Yeah,
So,
Rod's been actually both of us have been a little bit under the weather this week. He's more so than me, and so we're separate. And as you can see, we have some new faces. Well, not so new faces. You guys know these faces. Kirk Evans from Detailers of the Roundtable, and Josh Hernandez of the Aviation Detailing Association. And man, it was good to see you guys at Mobile Tech Expo.
Yeah, what a great show.
Yeah,
It's only there for a day.
there's a gazillion things going on. They kicked it out of the park. I think that shout out to Sheldon, Wheels, the entire team. They had an amazing show. The education day was packed. Rod did an education day on Wednesday, which is not normal, and that was packed. And so, yeah, it was awesome.
It was great. I mean, we were wide open all week there, weren't we?
Yep, we were
yeah,
wide
it
open.
was a good showing. I mean, I don't know what the final numbers were on the tally, but I know that Sheldon said it was one of the most, just from his off the top of his head, one of the most attended Mobile Tech Expos we've had.
And
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was good. You know, we got to see people like Mike, Marine Care. We know that our buddies at Leather Repair Company, Owner's Pride. We saw the team at IGL. We saw the team at Apex. And they had something brand new. I don't know if you caught it, but they had the paint correction competition. And dude, I got to give it to the shout out to the committee. Jason Rose and Alex Russell, and I think Megan was on it as well. They came up with a great way to do a paint correction competition, and it was awesome, really well thought out.
Yeah, it worked out great. I mean, I'm glad to see some kind of competition on the detail side evolving into that. And as they improve on that, it's going to fill up. And it was entertaining. I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yep. Well, we wanted to get you guys on because we've been working on something the last 2 months. If you are at Mobile Tech Expo, you've probably heard about it. But Josh, do you want to share what we're doing in June?
So June 7th and 8th, we are having an expo that is focused, and to my knowledge, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but this will be one of the first expos that is primarily focused on the luxury detailing market, if you will.
Yeah.
Focusing aviation, exotics, yachts, things like that, as well as we built it to be quite the experience. So it's not just your standard expo. It is in conjunction with Lone Star Flight Museum. So you're going to have some of the rarest and coolest aircraft as the background ambiance of everything, as well as we'll be having meet and greets with astronauts, Blue Angels. We're going to have a luxury car show kind of going on in the middle of it, as well as we're going to be doing aircraft flights around the clock of the opening hours of the expo. So, tours over downtown Houston, the beach, Galveston, which isn't much of a beach compared to some of the beautiful beaches like Destin and whatnot. But nonetheless, it's still a shoreline that's pretty. When you're up at 10,000 feet or so, it's still pretty. So,
That's right.
but yeah, it's going to be a first of its kind expo without a doubt.
And I'm going to keep saying it until it happens. We're going to have that podcast in the air. All of us, we're going to have a a live
Oh,
podcast.
yeah,
In
for sure.
That's
For
a
sure.
good idea.
That's a good idea. Here's the
happen.
plan. Here's the plan. We'll be midair, and I'll reach over like I'm going to open the door and see if the pilot freaks out.
Throw the phone out the window and watch it just tumble down. Cut the string.
So some of the questions we've got about this expo, one of them I've already got a solution to, and you guys probably haven't heard this, but people are saying, well, how are you going to make Kirk Evans with that ZZ Top beard? How are you going to make him look like he belongs to this high-end thing? So I've got a solution. We're going to take the beard and we're going to braid it into a bow tie so that it sits right above it's a bow tie braid. All high end.
My daughter's day.
Class all the way.
Beard.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and let's highlight that. So this is going to be more of a high end experience, right? So we are expecting at least the vendors, and correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. I think this is we want people and nicer outfits, nicer uniforms, really dressing the part because we're really trying to introduce you to a different market segment. Maybe you're already in that segment and you've already learned the ropes, but maybe there's a way that you can level up. But also for the guys that are wanting to get into aviation or yacht detailing, how do you communicate with people? How do you present yourself? And so we're really trying to make this not only a unique experience, but also give you some tools to enter a market that maybe you've entertained, but you haven't really thought about how you're going to get in there.
Yeah, and so if you think about like the opening that you just did, Jody, that opening are some pictures and some videos at the actual at the Houston Lone Star Museum where we're going to be at for this event. That is I hate calling it a museum, Josh. I hate it because it's not a museum.
Yeah.
It is a really badass hangar where a bunch of really old planes that still fly sit and get to be touched. And that is the coolest part about this. all of these planes fly. They all move. They'll just open the side of the door and all of a sudden this freaking plane will just drive, and it's insane. And some of the
I found out when I was taking a tour of the museum on was it Friday? I think it was Friday. It's one of only 4 locations in the world that has an aviation education center with that capacity of flight simulators, all the other aspects that they bring into it. It's truly a state of the art.
Yeah, and the thing about it is some of the people that have done the trainings with you, Josh, I know for sure. So the ADA has trainings where you can learn how to do aviation detailing, and one of the ones that I'll highlight, if you guys go out on Facebook right now and you look at Richard Hutchings or Leather Repair Company from the UK, Richard was the first person in the UK certified through the ADA, and he's got a picture of a beautiful plane he's working on today that's out there. And it's really awesome when you combine those things together. The training you get. There's some interference coming. I think it's from Jody's computer because he's.
No, we're not sure where it's coming from. So, because it's I've been trying to troubleshoot it, so I'm not sure, but
so
it's probably Kirk because he's our non-technical guy, and so
Listen, I answer all the tech questions. Don't let Jody fool you. He calls me all the time with the tech questions.
So the thing about that is that is what I think is great about this. Not just the event, but everything that the ADA and the detailers of the roundtable are doing is we're trying to move people into making this the most professional industry we can have. And this event is going to highlight that because we're not talking about, there's no 74 Ford Pintos going to be at this location. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, learning how to carry yourself in front of this type of clientele will translate into more income for you on your day-to-day clients as well. Professionalism, how you dress, how you speak, your pitch. When you're working around these high-dollar cars and planes and everything, it gets you to double check things. Hey, this is several $1 million. I can't goof this up. So this really hones in your ability to not only speak to the customer, but really elevates your skills as well when you're working on this type of aircraft and higher end exotics.
Yeah,
Yes,
Bob
sir.
Rasmus said, "Hey, how about I vote for Spiff Sedrick for keynote speaker for the event." Well, you know what, Bob, if you can get Carbright to pick up that tab, then yes, I can make that happen. So yeah, no, that would be super cool. So yeah, we are really trying to elevate. I mean, we mentioned the flight simulators; those are going to be sponsored by a vendor. You can actually, correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. You can actually schedule a flight and actually in one of the planes.
Yes. So around basically from opening to close of the expo, the museum is going to have their airworthy aircraft that are going to be outside on the tarmac, ready to be rented, and you go up. Everything from the B-25, the Stearmans, the T-41s, T6s, PT-19s. We can go down the list, but the craft that you can hop in, open canopy even on some of them, and take off and fly over Houston and Galveston.
That alone is
You're
going
gonna
to be
see. It's gonna be
experience.
cool seeing all of our guys, all our friends and everything on the back ramp, and they're getting an aircraft or like the B-25, 8 at a time, and you know what I mean. It's just gonna be really cool, man, to see all that going on. It's gonna be awesome. It's a lot of fun.
So Josh, in the opening segment I got into that's got the bubble on the we were in.
B-25.
What is that?
The B-25.
Okay. I don't care who you are, and I don't care automotive things you've been around. I've been at nitro drag, like you can feel it in your heartbeat. When that B-25
Yeah.
starts up, and
Yeah.
that is unbelievable petrol head, and you liked, oh my God, it's amazing. It's just amazing that these machines not only are still out there and are still flying, but this one is they're in unbelievable condition. And I spent the first time we went to Lone Star Museum, I spent about half the day with the guy that's like I guess you call him like the curator, but he's the manager of that. And it was just a phenomenal experience. I mean, we get to go and see things that we thought nobody would be able to see, but now everybody has a chance to see those. So you can go there. The entrance fee for this event is going to be unbelievably inexpensive, right?
$25.
Yeah, $25 gets you in the door.
$25.
$50 gets you in the door and education. So you can pick and choose. Education is going to be running throughout the day, and we'll have a curriculum set out there and a schedule so you can pick and choose what you like to do. But there won't be any lack of things to do between the flight simulators, the meet and greets with the astronauts, meet and greets with the Blue Angels and the flights, the car show to view, the classes. Of course, the expo is going to be great. Probably going to have some live music going on too. Food trucks out there so we can fill your bellies. Got a great coffee shop right there. These are two separate, very large hangars.
Insight coffee shop.
Yeah, and it is excellent. I mean, it is, and they got good sandwiches and everything. So hopefully they stock up and make sure they can feed us.
Well, we're excited. I mean, because
the
I
other thing is
know,
that
like Kirk, you're bringing your family. I've heard other people bringing their family. This is an event designed to help you elevate your business, expose you to new opportunities. And the education days, I mean, we still got to pencil those out, but most of the events are either going to be an hour or an hour and a half, is what we're currently slating. So they're going to be a little bit more in depth than a TV commercial, to give you some things to really ponder and consider, to ask questions, to dig in deeper than we've had at the opportunity at other shows. So that's kind of borrowing a little bit from the Daryl Lyons legacy.
Mhm.
And so we're trying to do some things like that. And so the education day will be going on while all of the other events will be going on. So and those are upstairs in private classrooms, and there's actually one downstairs. And so you can choose the one while other people are focusing on the planes or the cars or whatever. So it's going to be a really great experience for not only you as a detail business owner, but also to bring your family. So, and like you said, it's $25 and $50 if you want to have education access.
We really wanted to make it affordable and attractive for families to come as a whole. and make a short vacation out of it. It's going to be family friendly, a lot of activities to do. Um, and I can't stress enough how much we thank the industry for supporting this too, because it's not a one or two man show. It is a collaboration effort throughout the industry to raise the bar for everybody. And that way everyone benefits from it. I think it's great for the companies. It's great for the detailer, or just the enthusiasts that they're just interested in coming. Come walk the floor. I mean, it's going to be the best few bucks you'll spend, and you'll get a lot of value out of it. It's going to be a great time. And there'll be stuff for sale too. So there'll be some items for sale through the vendor booth. So if you're looking for some supplies you want to grab, if you're in the Houston area, no better time to get some high-end pro products while you're attending.
So if you're in Texas, it's not much of an excuse not to be there.
Say that again, Josh.
I said, if you're in Texas, it's not much of an excuse why you're not there. I mean, it's right there in Houston. It's easy to get to. Flights are cheap. It's not a tourist trap area, so it's fairly inexpensive all the way around. Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, all these great markets that are just a drive away. It's just it's going to be an easy, low level of entry event.
It really is, Josh, and the flights are always been cheap to coming into Houston. For us, it's like an hour flight from Tennessee, so it's a great central location that can attract the West Coast and the East Coast as well. It's not a cross country for anybody. It's kind of right in the middle. And the nightlife is great too. We're going to have some entertainment after hours. I think we plan to do a little bit of Top Golf competition. So we'll get some guys signed up with that. There's great entertainment after hours after the expo. There's down at the beach. I mean, that place was great to walk the boardwalk. There's live music and food happening. So good time to be around your friends and family and meet new people and elevate your contacts. I can't tell you how invaluable the networking is to these type of shows. And if you've never been around aviation, this is a time to get plugged into those individuals that can expand your knowledge, expand your contacts, and you're able to expand your network to lean on these people to help you when you got these questions. So,
well, it looks like we lost Rod, so he's probably coughing up a lung.
Poor Rod.
Dude, he has been so sick. It's crazy. So, I'm not sure where the static's coming from. It may be one of my cables. I'm not sure. So I apologize for that. But it's we're really, really excited. This is the first year. So first of all, we're getting a lot of the manufacturers. They're excited about it. We'll have a list of that coming out for everybody. And so we're pretty excited about that. We'll have the ADA approved aviation cleaners there. We have we have your product line, Shine Time, right?
No, Shine Time's the expo. Skyglide will be there.
Yeah. So we're gonna have the ADA is gonna be offering a class. They're going to be highlighting some of the products as well as some key things that you need to learn, like how to clean the de-icing pieces.
Well, I like to call it the introduction to. So we're going to have an introduction to aviation detailing. So it kind of gives you a taste of what you're going to expect out of a full class. I know Bob Rosman, he's already signed up for the history of paint. If you've never been in that class, it is very informative. He's full of knowledge on that stuff that I didn't know. I highly encourage to attend that. He's a great speaker. He knows so much about that, and it's good to have that in your back pocket, especially when you're working on these higher end cars or the antiques or museum pieces. He can really help you out with that information. So
we're really excited. This is a collaboration event put on by yours truly, Rhoda Fast Detail Bookie, along with the detailers of the Round Table, and of course the Aviation Detailing Association. I mean, Josh Hernandez has done a phenomenal job in opening doors and trying to set standards that are needed in the aviation detailing space, because like Josh says, you can't pull over when you're flying and fix something. You better know what you're doing before it leaves the ground. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So we're really excited. The date of the event,
June 7th and 8th.
7th and 8th.
Yep.
June 7th and 8th. That is the
Saturday,
very
Sunday.
first weekend of June. We will be flying in a day early, I'm sure, to help get things set up and organized. If you need information about the event, please go to
The
the
Aviation
Aviation
Beacon.
Detailing Association.com website. The link is scrolling in front of you. You can also access that link on the Detailers of the Roundtable website. Or, of course, you can get hold of one of these amazingly good looking dudes here. So, yes. Um, any last things that you guys would like to share about this event? Because it really is exciting.
It's super exciting, and I got to take my hat off to Sheldon and Wills too of the organization skills they have for a show at that scale. Being the first year, there is a lot of moving parts, and we lean on a lot of people where we fall short that has more experience to bring it to you guys. And really, we're doing it for the industry. We're doing it for the small time detailer or the big shop and everything. We're really doing it for you guys. We're taking a risk and putting a lot of time, money, and effort into this to make it something for everybody. It's not just for us. It's for the enthusiasts all the way up to the pro or the chemical company alike. I think we can all benefit from it, and we rely on that support to make this happen. So they do so much to make the MTE show happen. You have no idea. Just dipping our feet into it so far has realized how much contacts and how much time you have to spend just chatting with people, which I enjoy. I enjoy talking to people.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You got to put that one up there. You know what? Here's the deal, Ryan. Here's the deal. I can probably grow a beard as nice as Kirk's, and that's no lie. I grew a beard for 9 months while my wife was pregnant with my youngest daughter, and it was over 3.5 inches long. But the problem is it comes in white, so it's kind of like this. It's just
I love
white.
it. I love it.
It's just pure white.
Hey, that makes just for men.
So
You can just grow it out white and just keep some color in it.
just keep it going, man.
Tie dye.
So yes, this is this is an awesome event. I think people should come out to it because the thing is every time we've talked to the vendors, they've been ready to go. We're like full, almost full right now of vendors. If you're interested, you need to get a hold of us as soon as you can because it's going to fill up, and then that's it. There's no more room. This is each one of the rooms within the Lone Star Museum is an intimate room, meaning there's a lot of planes. You're going to be mixed in between all of these aircraft. That doesn't mean there's not a lot of room. It's a big facility, and you're never going to run out of things to see. It's absolutely fantastic. If you like old engines, they're going to be there. If you like old planes, they're going to be in there. If you want to talk to somebody that flew one, they're going to be there. For crying out loud, we're going to have the Blue Angels. Jody and I are going to have a stage. They're actually going to give us a stage and a microphone full time. We are going to be, and I've been told I have to be on my best behavior because
we won't regret that at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Get something together there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to interview some Blue Angels. We're going to do podcasts with an astronaut. We're going to talk about all those kind of things live at the show. And that way you guys can hear it throughout the facility and be able to experience that and have a different kind of twist on stuff as they come in and out of the show. So again, don't miss out on this, man. Set your summer plans for this right now.
Yeah, we only have a handful of main sponsors too. We had a few left. I know we're doing lanyard sponsors and badge sponsors.
Lanyard sponsors are spoken for. The only things that are open and available right now are the badge sponsors, and I think there's a sponsorship available for the Blue Angels meet and greet and Q&A.
And we got a few spots there.
If we need to do a keynote with my niece, I'm sure I can connect it. We just gotta get somebody
that wants to sponsor it. We're good to go.
Hey, I'll buy her a coffee if that helps anyway. I'll throw that in the ring. No need to thank me. I got the coffee covered.
I would love to see Spiff there at the expo. Just as like my family being a rugby family, I play rugby. My daughter plays rugby. I would love to have that happen. Trust me, that'd be incredible.
Well, that'd be fun. So, before we wrap up, Hans Clausen, our good friend over in the Netherlands, wanted to know what is the next event you guys are going to attend. So let's talk about upcoming events.
Oh
There
my
is the
gosh.
Detailing Summit in Hull,
Which is
I
in the
do not.
UK. It's in kind of the northeastern side of this of the UK. It's where Richard Hutchings' factory is at. And yes, he does bottle his that they have a facility where he makes all the stuff. So it's in Hull. It's going to be. Do you know the dates of that, Jody?
It's the first week of March, like
Right.
the
So
2nd through the 6th. So if you are in the UK, Europe area, make sure that you go out and get your tickets to that. Then the events that we will be at, Rod and I have been invited to go to the PDP Customer Appreciation event on March 25th.
so
We will be there with Mike Dixon and Mike Polanski.
that's right,
And
Ryan. So you could show up down there and tease us in person.
yep, and
Bring
then we will
Timothy Mills
be
with you, and he can tease us in person too.
Then we will be hopping on a plane, flying down to Jacksonville for the Detailing Summit at Rasheed Baker's place. There's a full lineup there. We got Giancarlo's going to be there from Rupes. The Angel Wax team's going to be there. And then we have TRCMA. And yeah, so we're a
And
little
this year at TRCMA, Jody and Rod are going to actually be doing live podcasts with all the participants throughout the whole week. So it's going to be insane. And then we've got the Houston show with Josh Hernandez, Kirk Evans, and the entire ADA and the Detailers Roundtable. Brought to you by Road FS and Detail Bookie. And then we will be going to Sydney Breakwind has a huge car show. And I cannot tell you, I've been involved in cars since before I could literally drive. My dad used to take me to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, and we'd walk up and down this spiral staircase, looking at all these old hot rods and stuff. This car show is got to be in the top 10 that I've ever seen in my life. There are so many cars that go to this thing. It's insane. So that's on Father's Day weekend, and that's it. That's as far as I've got scheduled out. Through Father's Day, Jody and I are booked for everything in the world. The only person I think that travels more than we do is Richard Hutchings.
Yep.
And
He's pro.
yeah.
Well,
So
and there is a chance we're still debating whether or not I'm going to go to the Detail Expo Mexico the first weekend of May. So yeah, it's going to be jam packed. And in the midst of all this, we are juggling RotaFest and Detail Bookie and trying to advance those along in a new and exciting way. We're really excited. We have some new features coming out in Detail Bookie that will be coming out with them probably in the next 2 to 6 weeks. Who knows? We're going to kind of leapfrog those. And then we have a really big enhancement to RotaFest coming out May 1st. That is the target. I put it out there. So.
No, that is the absolute. It will happen before May 1st, or somebody's going to get their butt kicked.
Yeah. So
hey, you guys don't talk about yourself enough about how valuable RoadFS is and Detail Booking. That software is pinnacle to your success. If you're scaling up or you're doing a lot of volume and everything, this is well worth the interest to invest into that. And the support is great. You guys are available. You're talking, you're able to be reached at any time. You pour out to the industry. I highly suggest you guys to look into that. Any professional detailer or just getting into it, just spend just a little bit of money. It will make you more money than you spend on it. I promise you that. And the organization skills and how professional it makes you come off to the customer is going to elevate your business. So I know these guys don't chat a lot about themselves, but I want to give them a plug while I had an opportunity.
well, thank
Absolutely.
you, my friend.
And especially for like stepping up to the plate, one thing that I got to brag on, and I got to tease a little bit. Am I allowed to tease just a tiny bit, guys?
Of course.
Green light. Okay. Just from experience of seeing the gaps that we have in our industry as aircraft detailers, and there's not really a CRM system that's out there that is truly tailored for what we need. And to come to Road FS and say, hey, I've got a stupid idea. Let's do something amazing. And they say, let's go. I mean, it was a one-time conversation. Absolutely, let's do this. And here in a couple of weeks, I believe at the next ADA training on the 21st to the 23rd of
Oh,
this
yes.
month,
Rod will be there.
we're going to be releasing our own and the very first CRM system dedicated specifically for aircraft detailing. And
Wow.
this is
Yeah.
going to be revolutionary to aircraft detailing when it's all said and done. Whenever the chess pieces are all moved around the table, if you will, it's going to
Yeah.
be revolutionary. And y'all guys deserve a huge pat on the back for taking on this huge
Wait till
undertaking.
you see it. Wait till
Yeah,
you
wait
see
till you
it.
see it. Yeah, Jody and I were working on it yesterday, and it's coming together really nicely. And yeah, we are going to be rolling that out. It's got some really unique features that aviation detailers need in there. And it's got things that, in this industry, there's things we've never even thought of before. Things like insurance and, different types of things. And because of that, it needed a unique kind of twist. And so I think that's what's important is we brought no grave mistakes being made here. So we brought in, I mean, the fact that we were able to be we were able to bring Josh into this from a perspective of somebody coming from that industry, first in the airplanes and first love being the aircraft themselves, and looking at it a different way. I think that's what made it work. So we're going to be really excited about doing that. We've just the thing I love most about it is just the positivity and the way that we've all been able to come together and just make this work. There is, I got to give credit to Kirk Evans. There's low ego emissions, and I love that. I absolutely love that.
I've made a shirt
Make
for
a
that.
t-shirt.
I've already made a shirt for that. I just haven't shown it to you. And speaking of, I'm going to put. Rod doesn't even know this. I've been working on a RotaFest swag shop with Sticker Mule. So I will post a link. So if you would like one of these new Best of the Best shirts or any of our past shirts, they are now available at Sticker Mule, and you can also buy stickers. So it just went live yesterday. That's another thing that I've been working on. So it's going to be fun. So
Well, I feel like the detailed Brady Bunch right now. We need to add about 4 more people here so we can.
That's exactly it. If we had, you guys ever remember the show, The Hollywood Squares from the 70s? No,
Yes,
Kirk, you weren't
yeah.
born yet. But that's what it seems like. It's the Hollywood Squares, and I got to look up and see Josh above me there.
Just look over, look down. Hey.
well, most excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to
Thanks for
visit
having
with
us.
us this morning to talk about what we're doing. There's still a lot of work to do. Like Josh said, there's like only 2 more opportunities to participate for sponsorships, unless we create that keynote speaker one. It's going to be amazing. Please go out to the website, get registered. It's only $25 for the event. It's $50 if you want the education. It's going to be worth the time. It is going to be an experience as well as an opportunity for you to elevate your game. We're really, really excited about it. So
Yeah, and then I just heard Ryan Griggs say that he is going to sponsor a beard for me. So there's the Ryan Griggs Rod Puzey Beard Scholarship, and Richard Hutchings is going to make it whatever color you want, and we'll be all in.
Hey, we're going to have to sell some, Velcro beards. I think they'll do well.
That's right. The Velcro beard.
That's good. Yes, IGO coatings. Get your butts on the board. There we go.
They are.
So anyway, well, thank you guys so much for tapping in. Every week we try to have an episode designed to help you grow your business. If you have questions, you need help, Rod and I are always available. So please reach out to us. Thank you, Josh and Kirk, for the vision behind this and allowing us to be a part of it. We're super excited. So
hold on, Jody. I've got the closing. See ya.
There you
There
go.
you go. See you next week.